Hello, lovelies. Today we are talking about menopause and fatty liver. Doesn't sound very glamorous, but it's an important topic. I'm Dr. Andrea Purcell, and you're watching straight from the doctor's desk, where natural medicine is used as the first resort to help you achieve the health and the life that you love. Did you know that a healthy liver is the key to your longevity? Yeah, the liver is an essential organ that you just cannot live without. It has over 2,000 jobs, and you want to think about it as your very own personal bodyguard. Our livers are up against a lot of negative factors in today's world, and people really aren't talking a whole lot about this organ. But it is important to understand some things about your liver so that you can protect it and help it and live a long, healthy life. Since the liver has so many jobs, I'm just going to highlight a few so that you can begin to understand this complicated organ. So, two very important jobs of the liver are to, one, filter the blood coming in from the digestive tract, and to two, neutralize toxins. With filtering the blood, it filters the blood coming in from the digestive system. It extracts the vitamins and minerals from that blood. It scrubs that blood free of fat to send that clean, fat-free blood back up to the heart that then gets pumped out throughout the body. So in today's way of living, that's a difficult job. Trendy fast food diets are laden with fat. Not to mention fast food. Even in alternative medicine, we have many of these types of diets. We have the keto diet, the paleo diet, we have intermittent fasting. Get your protein, right? Low sugar, carb-free, high protein, high fat. All of these things end up increasing the amount of protein and fat that we eat. So by simply becoming aware of your fat intake and reducing it, you actually will help unburden your liver. Natural sugars and carbohydrates from fruits and vegetables are not the enemy. It is the excess fat, the processed carbohydrates that really become the main problem here with the liver and having it become overburdened. So another important job of the liver is to filter and neutralize toxins to make them safe for your body to eliminate. So if toxins are coming in faster than the liver can handle, it's got to put them somewhere. So it can store those toxins deep inside itself or start shunting things out to the lymphatic system, waiting for the day when the liver can get a break from its daily jobs and slowly work on neutralizing them and then getting them back into circulation and releasing them for excretion. But the problem is that day doesn't come very often. So the liver becomes more and more burdened with toxins, becomes more inflamed, leading to a backlog in your system. So the toxins stored deep in the liver cause the liver cells to harden and scar over, leading to this diagnosis of fatty liver and a hardening of the liver. And in essence, the liver cells die as a result. So the new term in medicine for fatty liver is called MAFLD, metabolic associated fatty liver disease. For our purposes today, I'm going to call it still fatty liver. And anything really more than 5% of liver cells that have either died or turned to fat is considered fatty liver. This problem has become a massive health burden that affects up to 40% of our population. 60% of the people with type 2 diabetes have fatty liver, and 90% of the people with obesity have fatty liver. A year of healthcare costs are spent just trying to handle fatty liver and the resulting secondary effects of it. And there are no approved drugs for it. And in fact, many of the pharmaceutical drugs further the burden on the liver and contribute to liver stress because the liver has to neutralize those and access those and metabolize those and excrete those. So fatty liver is expected to be the #1 cause of liver transplants here in the near future. And here's a fun fact: without diet or lifestyle changes, the new liver that someone gets as a liver transplant will also become fatty. We got to really work with some diet and lifestyle changes because it's not a quick fix. So what happens when our livers become stressed? When our liver is stressed or inflamed, it becomes unable to do all of its jobs. And when the liver starts to function suboptimally, it can result in things like brain fog, low energy, weight gain, irritability, cholesterol issues, generally high cholesterol, digestive upset. And these things hold us back on every level, physically, emotionally, and mentally. And ultimately, this is the part that makes me so sad. We make less of a difference in the world because we're dealing with health issues that are holding us back from really letting our light shine. And that's why I'm so passionate about women's medicine. And stress causes anything, okay? And especially in women's health, stress inflames the liver. The liver is tied to our emotional well-being, and the less inflamed the liver will be, the calmer you will be. The more inflamed the liver, the more irritable and angry you will be. There's a term in Chinese medicine that relates to the liver. It's called liver fire rising. Just when you're hot under the collar, but really you're hot under the liver. And the emotion associated with the liver is anger, feeling impatient, quick, overheated, just edgy. Maybe you know the feeling. So the more stresses we are under, the more adrenaline surges through our system. And guess what? It makes our hair fall off our head and it washes over our livers. And adrenaline actually pickles our liver, just like vinegar does to a jar of cucumbers. So during long periods of consistent high stress, the liver loses its ability to balance. It slows down, it overheats, it's taking on the burden, and it goes into survival mode because this bodyguard, it's trying to guard you. It wants you to live on and survive. So I don't want you to develop a fatty liver. So I want to talk about some diet and lifestyle things you can do to help support your very own little liver there. So fatty liver really starts to show itself during the menopausal life stage, because after 5 decades of living on planet Earth and dealing with chemical exposure, toxins, the standard American diet, and a lot of stress, it really just doesn't come as a surprise that the liver has taken a beating. And that poor little bodyguard that works 24/7 for us is still trying to do its job and protect you. So making changes to your diet and lifestyle is crucial during the menopausal life stage, because this is when chronic diseases really start to show up, pile up, and reduce the quality of our life. So let's take the standard American diet, for example, the SAD diet, right? It's fast food, processed food, junk food, candy at every occasion. Just take a look in your grocery cart this week. Are there more things in there that are in a bag, a box, or a can? Or is there more fresh food that looks like it came from a garden with lots of colors, clean, fresh, and green? Next, you could be vegan or vegetarian and still eating a very high protein and high fat diet. Eating high protein and high fat for trying to lose weight works for the short term, fails in the long term. Dr. Atkins himself said it was meant to be temporary. And he himself had heart disease and was overweight. So the reason here is that the liver cannot sustain all that fat or protein long term. So we really want to focus on eating at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables each day and eating cleaner, fresher, greener, and less processed. If you eat animal protein every day, try eating it every other day, and then increase your fruits and vegetables, beans, lentils in your diet. How to eat cleaner. Make it a rule that something that has more than 10 ingredients you won't put in your body. Just start reading the labels more. The more natural, closer to the earth that something is, the less ingredients it will have, and it will be less processed. Another way is to see if the list of ingredients is a ½ inch long or less. If the list of ingredients is longer than a ½ inch, then chances are it's more processed, has more ingredients and things that are not good for your liver, which has to filter all of that stuff. 3, I have a whole talk on alcohol and menopause because really our bodies change a lot in menopause and we just don't process alcohol. But really after age 40, most women see that there are changes in how their body is metabolizing alcohol. And it can interfere with sleep and contribute to hot flashes, headaches, a depressed mood, brain fog. And really alcohol is not a health food and it's not good for our livers because as our liver attempts to neutralize, the alcohol itself is causing inflammation and oxidative stress on the liver. And I just want to remind you that having more than 2 drinks a night increases our breast cancer risk, so we really just want to keep it on the down low. So I hope this segment on fatty liver has been informative for you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to check out some of my other videos in this menopausal series where we cover menopause pretty much from A to Z. And like I say, if you're interested in good health, then let's hang out some more. You can see me on the web at www.drandreapurcell.com. Take good care and ciao for now.